Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Throwing some Scott selections here for Saturday, November 25th. For again today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a nice winner in the NFL with a two-pick, 7-point teaser. Had the Dolphins and Jets game under 47.5 and the Dolphins minus 2.5. And the two-pick teaser padded at minus 135 on Bet Online. Looked like it was going to be a sweat-free winner, but then suddenly there were a bunch of points scored in the fourth quarter. But the game died right below the total as it landed 47. So nice winner. Look for the winner here on Saturday. And for today's play of the day, going to stay with football, but going to pivot to college. Going to look at a matchup between Colorado and Utah taking place at around 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this game, I'm going to take a team total. I'm going to take Colorado team total under 14 points at minus 115 on Bet365. Time recording of 2:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Covering why we're going to take the under 14 in this spot. First reason, I actually want to mention, just for clarification purposes, this is a three-way line. So 14 is actually a loss. It is not a push. So it's basically a team total of 13.5. Now, FanDuel had a team total of 12.5, which is why I'm going to take the Bet365 version instead. But you're looking at the actual full game total. There has been a bunch of line movement towards the under as the game opened up at about 52.5. Now it's down to 46.5. So I'm expecting a pretty low scoring game into this spot. Now, Colorado has fallen off a cliff. They were the story of college football for about a month. Then they fell apart in conference play. They've lost each of their last 5 games, and they've lost 7 of their last 8. And the Buffaloes have already been eliminated from a bowl game contention, so there is nothing to play for. And they had to win out the last 2 games, and they responded by losing to Washington State by 42 points. So you can argue that the team has potentially quit on Deion Sanders. I'm not exactly sure if that's true or not, but based on the performances, it does seem like morale is dangerously low for this team. Now, Colorado offensively has also been pretty bad lately, as the Buffaloes have scored less than 20 points in 3 of their last 4 games. But 20, of course, is still higher than 14. So you might be wondering why I do like them to get absolutely just destroyed in this game offensively. It's because they have a bunch of injuries. And to go through those, the main bright spot for this offense has been quarterback Shedeur Sanders, 31 total touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The problem is he's injured or potentially protecting his draft stock, and he is currently doubtful for this game. Colorado's backup quarterbacks this season have attempted a combined 19 passes. Do I think Shedeur is going to play in this game? No, there's no reason to. They have no bowl game to look forward to. He's going to probably be a first-round pick. Point is, I do think that Deion, not only being his coach, but his father, is probably going to want to protect his draft stock, and I do expect Shedeur to not play in this game. But he's not alone, because the top 2 receivers for Colorado might not play either. You're looking at Xavier Weaver, and you're looking at Travis Hunter, and both of them are questionable with the flu. Now, Weaver has 908 receiving yards, most of the team, and 4 touchdowns. Hunter has 614 yards and 4 touchdowns. They both might not play. So Colorado might be down their star quarterback and their best 2 wide receivers against a Utah defense that has been really good this season. Utah is only allowing 14 points per home game, which ranks 11th in the nation, and it is a pretty big game for Utah because it is senior day in Utah, and they are off a blowout loss to Arizona on the road, so there is some extra motivation. Whittingham's a great coach. I think his team will get up for this game, especially defensively, after getting buried last week. I see Utah getting back on track here against what should be a really banged-up Colorado offense, not to mention the fact that this team can't block anybody. Even with Shedeur in the lineup, this team has been giving up sacks aplenty this season. Colorado's allowing 4.9 sacks per game, which is the most in the league. Utah is averaging 4.2 sacks per game, which is per home game, 4.2 sacks per home game, which is the 4th most in the nation. Shedeur is also very mobile. Backup quarterbacks are not. I think Colorado is going to get destroyed up front in this game. And with a backup quarterback with probably some backup weapons, I see this game being ugly. I see Colorado not scoring many points. And I do think that Utah should be able to hold the ball quite often in this game, as Utah does rank 7th in time possession. They also rank 40th in rushing yards per game. Colorado is ranking 87th in rushing yards allowed per game. So simply put, I think Utah is going to be able to deploy its usual offense, which is a lot of ball control, a lot of physicality, and I do think that Colorado's defense is going to be on the field for a decent portion of this game. They should get buried in the time possession battle, and with Shedeur probably not playing, along with potentially missing 2 top receivers, Colorado might not score in this game, simply put, but 13.5 basically as a team total, I think is a little bit high. Colorado, I don't see scoring 2 touchdowns. They might score 1 in garbage time, but I think Utah puts it on them in this game. If you want a final score prediction, I see like a 42-7 type game, but I do think Colorado's offense will be in a lot of trouble in this matchup, and as a result, I am going to go with the team total under. So play that once again for Saturday, November 25th. It's going to be on Colorado team total under 14 on a three-way line, and minus 115 on Bet365. Bye, everyone.